But right now, without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to the show.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hello, hello, hello.
It's been so long. I brought you pizza.
Yes, you
So
did.
much. We love you for that.
We love that.
DoUWannaMove.com.
Yes.
Now, we had the pleasure of having you on the Air It Out show before when you first came here.
Yes.
And as promised, Pink Panther, Cotton Candy said we would have you on again.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the website before we get into your motivation why you move and things like that.
Okay, well, Do You Want to Move is about moving to a place where it seems impossible. And I moved to New York City with no plans, no place to stay, no money, and basically doing it to make it and to inspire others that they really want to move somewhere that they can. And also what I wanted to do was show a positive frame of reference about a place with a negative connotation in mainstream media. So I just didn't want to move to New York per se. I wanted to move to Harlem or the Bronx. I moved to Harlem and show nice people and positive people and not what mainstream media portrays. So it's been really fun and it's been challenging and there's been a lot of rejection that came my way, but it's honest and it's true. And I'm still here.
That's right.
And that's the point. So I've been here for 3 months and it's been really, really exciting when initially I came here with nothing and no plans, and it's worked out and I have a lot of followers and people that
That's good.
hopefully I've inspired, so it's been really cool. Actually, I have to tell you ladies.
All right.
So, because I've been getting all these emails about people who say, well, I really want to move to New York, or this guy from Poland said he really wanted to move to Paris, and just random places, just kind of venting to me because they feel like we can relate. And I had this one email, and this guy who was really, really nice, 25 years old, from Birmingham, North Carolina, had never moved out of North Carolina. And we had just had fostered a relationship through the email. And finally I said, and my mom about killed me. Finally I said, listen, just come to Manhattan. You can sleep on my couch until you find a place to stay and a job. I know this is your dream. And I know this is your dream and you can totally come and stay here and I'll support you, whatever. So he came and he slept on my couch on Monday. By Sunday, he had a place to stay in Washington Heights and he had a job.
Wow.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes.
You opened the door and for him and let him come into a complete stranger, and you were blessed. You see, not everybody can do that. Not everybody's going to allow someone to come and actually have their dreams fulfilled. And you opened up your house and your heart, and within a week you see how the blessings returned, and he got a job and somewhere to live.
Yeah, it was so neat. He's just such a nice guy, and I'm really, really excited for him. So
You should be. So are you guys going to keep in contact? You're going to meet up?
to be a part of the blog and his progression and his kind of story in and of itself, because I have moved from my hometown since I was 18, but he has never moved out of Birmingham, and I don't think he's moved out of his parents' house in Birmingham, North Carolina, so this is his big first move on his own. So he has his own little story, and I'm excited to continue to follow it and share it with everybody.
Nice.
Should be fun.
That was really big of you to accept a total stranger, and I'm happy that it turned out
Positive,
Yes. No, I know.
But there's a lot of times that you can read through people. You can read through
Fill
people
them out
through their voices. You can read people through their text messages. You can definitely read them through their emails. You can see how that's just pretty much how I am. I kind of know how somebody is.
I feel the same way, and I think a lot of people
pretty much a good judge of character.
Yes, and I think a lot of people might take good judge of character as maybe innocence or naive, especially when you think a lot of people are good people. But I agree that a lot of people are good people, and some people might think that's slightly naive of me, but I don't think so at all.
You know what's the craziest thing about your story is that there are so many people in New York that are unemployed and claim they don't have anywhere to stay. They're quick to jump into the shelter system. But here it is, you come all the way from LA, within a week, you find, not even within a week, within a couple of days, you find somewhere to stay and you find a job within the same week. That is pure determination. That means that some of you guys that are unemployed, you don't want it enough. Because if somebody can come from a different state and come here and be successful in looking for the same things that you're looking for and you haven't found it, that means that you probably need to get on DoUWannaMove.com too and be motivated by what Matt is saying. Because something in the milk ain't clean, boo. You're going to have to clean that up.
Just step your game up,
Yeah, but and also I'm fighting for the underdog too, even though yes, I did go to college, but for NBC, remember last time I came, I was talking about
how is the Stockington going on?
So afterwards, I mean, I totally did a stock out again.
Yes, Stockington.com, go ahead.
Yes, and I met with the vice president of HR, and I met with a recruiter, and I met with the producer from Dateline, and just really trying to get in there.
Right.
And I finally got a phone interview for this internship.
Okay, we're going to try you one more time.
Okay.
You are live on the air.
Hi, this is James from Boston. I'm calling to ask Matthew a question about DoUWannaMove.
All right.
Okay, yay.
Hello, Jay from Boston. Thank you for calling me.
Yes.
Us?
Matthew, I've seen some of the videos that you've done on your Facebook page because I was told about it by a friend, and I just wanted to know what are some valuable life lessons that you've learned during this process?
Oh, that's a great question, Jay. Valuable life lessons. Well, I think the most valuable is to be present in the moment, to be happy at where you are now and today, and not, I think what I was fighting with myself is always thinking about the future, always thinking about the next job, where am I going to go, I want to progress, I want to go to NBC, I want to do this and that, but not realizing that, and not being happy and content with, I'm already in New York, I'm already in a place that I want to be, and kind of making the most of it day by day and everything. So what I fight with and what I've realized is what makes me really happy, especially when you do such a big move with all these problems and trials and tribulations, to be just present in the moment and be happy for life and everything. And I think that's what I've learned.
Great.
Thanks, Jay, for calling in. So you thinking about moving to New York?
No, I'm happy in Boston.
Oh, great.
Boston, this is there, and you know, watching your videos and kind of vicariously living there through you.
That is awesome.
That is so cool.
Well, we definitely want to give love to Boston.
Thank
Thank you
Boston.
for tuning in to the Air It Out show and supporting Matt.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Jay.
Thanks so much. Have a good night.
Night
Bye-bye.
night.
Aww.
Look at people falling in
That was cute. Oh, that was so nice.
Yes. So you were telling us about the Stockington.com, the producer, NBC, and go.
What I was saying was I'm totally fighting for the underdog as well, because I went so far, I tried so hard, and I actually created a YouTube video for NBC that I would send with my resume and everything, where I was on the subway singing a song about how I should be going to NBC, and I mean doing crazy stuff, running down Times Square with all these coffee cups. Like I made this whole video of how I really wanted to work there. And I finally got a phone interview, and not for a position, but for an internship.
Beautiful.
And I had to send in my transcripts, and my GPA wasn't high enough. And right then they stopped the interview process.
Oh.
So the thing is, and that was very difficult because you know I really, really wanted it. But the thing is that, and what I wanted to say is that yes, I have drive, and yes, I have, you know, this urge to really make it in New York City. But just like everybody else, I don't have everything, and I'm trying to just make it like everybody else. And sometimes, you know, I get let down and there's rejection, but
you know what?
But you know what's good? The fact that you went above and beyond to go after something that you wanted is a good testament of who you are. And just because NBC said no, you know what? ABC might look at that video and go, come over here, That's how you do that, because they love underdogs. Like if one station is not your friend, hello, you can go to another station that will give you love.
Exactly, and you never know where you're going to meet them and who is going to meet them or make the connection for you. I have a friend, I worked the U.S. Tennis Open after Ricardo's Steakhouse. I left Ricardo's and I started working the U.S. Tennis Open.
You left?
Yeah.
I was looking for you.
Well, because, you know, I made rent, I needed to make a next step,
Okay.
you know, keep it moving.
Okay, all right.
And anyway, well, I made a friend at the U.S. Tennis Open, and on our way back on the subway, she was talking to this guy from ABC, and she told him about me, got his contact information, gave it to me, I sent him my resume, and now I have an interview on Wednesday.
I
didn't
love
even do it. It was through a friend. I didn't
See,
even do
but
it.
you put it out there.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere. The angels
Yes.
are working.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It has to be
That's
known.
great.
Yes, it has to be in the universe. Because
Yes.
You basically you just want to be on a news channel. So
Yes.
you see yourself on television, working for television. So whatever it is, it's around you.
Yes.
This is what you're radiating.
Yes.
So of course,
Totally.
yes,
Yes.
come on.
And I would like to
You already
see
been
you.
thinking about it.
Yeah, like if NBC or ABC, Fox, Pix, whoever decides to go ahead and put you on board, after that we want to see you on Telemundo.
I could try to
Do it. I want to see you doing some acting. I can see you right now. You have great bone structure, lovely hair, Colgate teeth. So we need to get you on a commercial. And tell the people about, you actually went to an agency today.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be premiering the video of an interview with this particular person that you went to see today.
Yes.
So let's give him some love.
Well, if you watch America's Next Top Model, Noel is one of the judges. I don't know how many. I don't know how many seasons he's been on, but he's been
Almost
on
all of them.
almost all of them.
Yeah.
And so we actually all went to a bookstore signing or a book signing, and he was there and he gave me his card to come into his new agency, and
Yes.
I went in today before this interview, and he was really, really nice, and I gave him some pictures. I never went into a modeling agency before, and just gave him some pictures off of Facebook, and he said they went into a room and they had this conversation. I'm not sure what they were talking about. I just stood there kind of awkwardly and thought, well, I don't know, what are they talking about, maybe whatever. And he comes back out and he says, well, we're going to keep these pictures. You can take these pictures back, and I'll write your information on the back of these, and we'll keep in contact with you. And whether or not something comes from it or not, it's a really cool experience.
They know your name and they have your picture. And do you remember the name of the model agency?
AIM.
AIM. So shout out to AIM. And we'll be having that video posted on the Air It Out Show YouTube channel.
That's right.
We have the interview with Mr. Nole from America's Next Top Model.
Open up another window and type in DoUWannaMove.com.
Do you, the letter U, wanna, WANNA, move.com.
Check it out.
Channel.
And see what it's all about, and become one of his awesome tacular followers.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play this next song, and after that we're gonna come back with more with Max.
Hey Matt, so what's coming up for you? What's your next challenge going to be?
Well, the next exciting thing is tomorrow, where the winner is announced for the Crest Life Opens Up contest that I entered into and ended up getting over 10,460 something votes.
Very nice.
So it was really exciting. And what the contest was about was, you were supposed to enter in a 2-minute video of how life has opened up to you, and then what you plan on accomplishing next. And
I don't see how you couldn't win.
I know, but it's a very commercial contest, and you know, you never know with those things. And I'm just excited that so many people voted and so many family and friends supported. So it was really cool.
That is so nice.
And then a really cool thing that I've learned is that definitely a way to network is to volunteer. So a couple of weeks ago, I went with a friend that I met at Ricardo's to this Latino Business Professional Conference, and I met with one of the marketers there, and it's Alpha Association is the largest Latino nonprofit association in New York City, and they're having a huge financial summit on October 15th, and I'm hosting and videotaping for that, and also doing private interviews for their members and everything. And it's all volunteer work, but it's a really good way for me to network and to give back to the community, but also to kind of foster relationships and hopefully build business partners as well.
That is awesome. I just love your go-get-em attitude. I think it's, I really do. I think that is great. And there's so many people that don't have that, but they want the same things that you want, and they kind of feel like they deserve it. But in talking to you, I see what it really takes, and I'm really proud of you. I'm proud to have made your acquaintance.
Yes.
Thank you,
No,
ladies.
seriously.
You guys are so... You know, sometimes I am completely tired, and sometimes, you know, that rejection kind of hurts, and it is difficult.
So you're talking about rejection. Where's the rejection coming from?
Well, I send out many emails. The other day, okay, so on Monday I went in for an interview for a smaller production company called Warrior Poets. Have you guys seen that documentary, Supersize Me?
Yes.
Okay, so the guy, Morgan Spurlock, has his own production company. I went in there 3 times because I figured he would love this concept, Do You Want to Move? And I really, really just want to talk to him and kind of explain what I'm doing, and maybe, I don't know, maybe he'll just like it and maybe had me on his team. And so I went in, the receptionist gave me the wrong email to put in my resume, so I went back the next day. I talked to a producer this time, and then she told me to come in on an interview on Monday. I came in on the interview on Monday. It went well from my perspective, but they haven't called me back. So on Thursday, I went back again. I went back and I said, I just want to talk to him. And I know this seems a little stalker status, but I stood outside across in a cafe and waited like 2 hours in the morning to see if he would come in.
Right.
He'd be walking. I just walk up to him and hopefully he would call the cops. He didn't come, and then I checked Twitter because I have him on Twitter, and he's in London, promoting some movie. So I was there for 2 hours.
Okay, so but there it is. This is the reason why you haven't heard from him yet. So you're not really sure if there's any rejection.
Yeah.
In New York, sometimes people
Hurry
say,
up and
"Oh
wait."
yeah, I'll call you."
Yeah.
But I'll call you doesn't mean today.
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. If I say I'm going to call you right back, call you right back might mean next week. And one of my best friends knows that about me. She's like, yeah, all right, Diddy. She calls me Diddy. That's like one of Puffy's nicknames. She's like, yeah, all right, yeah, Diddy. You insisted. That's my daughter. Because our schedules are so hectic. She's like, you know what? I'm just going to get you one of those dry erase boards and you let me know and you can pencil me in. All right, fine. But you can't take the rejection personally. And I see that you haven't. You definitely have developed tough skin if you haven't had it, and that's the New Yorker attitude. And don't let anybody change you.
Yeah.
Don't let
Keep
anybody
the same
change you.
mat that you have here, because what you're doing, you're branding yourself. You're making your own style, your own mat. So you're gonna get in there and you're bringing the LA flavor to New York. So, and New Yorkers, LA, it's a little different. The coastal, the attitudes and just talking to people and not, things like that. But you have something that other people don't have, and you'll always stand out, which is good. So, a lot of times people want to morph in and just blend in New York. Sometimes it's great to just stick out and do your own thing, because you'll be unforgettable. So now, is there any special people that may be listening that you want to give a love shout out to or anything like that?
Well, I would love to give a shout out to everyone who has followed the blog and followed the YouTube channel especially, and my family and friends for supporting, because it means just so much, because I really, really believe in this idea, and I believe in the concept, not only to move, but also to show, shed positive light on areas in New York City, and to have such large support for something that I've only started 3 months ago is really exciting and really uplifting, and I just can't thank them enough, really. So
I think that is so great. Matt, you the best.
oh, I love you, ladies.
We love you back.
He's so mushy. But I think that it takes a lot of confidence to just get up and say, you know what? I want to live in New York. That's where I'm going. That's what I'm going to do. Here are the steps. And I've been talking about you too to some of the people that I work with, because one of my friends is actually moving to Palm Springs, and he's going there on Monday. And so I just told him, I said, just like a safe haven, if you already have an apartment here, why don't you just go see what it's like? No, I'm gonna be fine. I'm determined. I said, okay. So he has like a map. And we're gonna find out what's gonna happen with him.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's one of my last days with him, and then on Monday he's gone. So I just told him to make sure that he emails me and calls me so that I can make sure that he's okay. Because I've been working with him for about 3 years.
Aww.
So for him to just be gone and be so far, and I can't assist him, it's like, oh man. But at the same time, I'm proud of him the same way your family's proud of you. That you believe in yourself enough to say, I can make it anyway. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna document it.
And
Eat it up.
And what's really, really exciting, I forgot to share it with you ladies, is that when I first moved here, I handed out flyers because I do videography work and I do, work on the side. And I figured, well, if I can't find a job, then I'll try to make a job.
Right.
And so I put all these flyers in all these different organizations and in these clubs about that I can, create anything for anybody videography-wise. And I never got a call or anything except 2 weeks ago. Finally, I have my first job for myself, freelance job. And this guy's 40th birthday, he wants a collage of video and pictures, and he'll, pay me, and that's something. I have one job off of all those flyers that I handed out and posted around.
It happens.
But that's something else too that maybe he should consider going to Palm Springs if he has a certain talent or anything. If you want to come to a new area and you can't find a job, and just
make your own job.
Maybe try to communicate, that you have a certain talent and maybe somebody will pay you for it.
We still have Matt from DoUWannaMove.com in the building. So before we let you go, how can people get in contact with you?
Okay, well my blog is DoUWannaMove.com, do the letter U, wanna, W-A-N-N-A, move.com, or the YouTube channel, youtube.com/DoUWannaMove, or Twitter @DoUWannaMove, and all three. Or you can add me on Facebook too.
Now when you say Do You Wanna Move, is that D-O-U?
The letter U, wanna,
Okay.
W-A-N-N-A, move.com.
All right.
This is exciting.
Yes.
It should be fun.
This is exciting. You have to keep updating us. So every few months you have to come back and update us on your progress. Let us know what's going on. I'm hoping that you come back and let us know that you're working at ABC.
Or WPIX or Fox or wherever, and then we'll come.
CBS.
Yes, all of them.
With my own show.
Yes, honey. We will be the first guest.
Actually, you know what? You should go for HBO too.
Yes.
HBO, I applied there already.
And don't forget about
again.
our favorite.
What's your favorite?
Telemundo!
That'll be different.
Yes.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Considering you're gonna have to get some Spanish lessons.
Yes.
But you are in Spanish
Monday?
Harlem.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
But there's so many different dialects. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
Like when you speak, from Colombia or from Mexico, it's all different.
All right.
I'm loving it. Matt?
You have been a